Where's everybody? You guys are here. That's cool. So are we waiting or are we starting? 19, we're starting. All right. So thanks everybody for staying for the evening and being here now. I hope the folks outside can come in and join us, please, because we're going to talk about something that's maybe the most important thing you're going to hear today, even though it's been a great session. It's been a little bit more informational, intellectual. There's been a lot of emotion on stage too, but I'm going to try an experiment. I speak at conferences all around the world. I'm a lucky person, blessed. I've chosen a path to help solve problems in the music community. But the problem that we're solving here that most people don't actually understand or realize is that most of the world, except for the 5 million people of Indian descent who have passed on the language to their children or who have moved around the world, most of the world don't understand most of the songs that the artists up here sing in Hindi or the other many languages, 22 official languages and hundreds of languages in India. So we're solving a problem for Indian music to be exported globally. But the experiment that I'm going to do is because there's something that's been very important to me, and because I've seen 1,000 panels and been on at least hundreds, I wanted to just do something different, to try something different. So I'm going to please ask all of the audience and the people who are coming in from the room to go to their favorite music app of listening music, whether it's Spotify or Amazon or Apple or YouTube Music, and look for a song. And the song, it's important that you listen because there's many songs with this title, which I'm very surprised about. The artist name first is Neil Layton, N-E-I-L, Neil, N-E-I-L, Layton, L-E-Y-T-O-N, Neil Layton. That's a Canadian name of a Portuguese friend of mine. So the artist is Neil Layton, L-E-Y-T-O-N, and the song is Singerman, which is my last name. And the reason I'm doing this, okay, the label is called Shame Destroyer Records, so I'm kind of destroying my shame, but I'm going to ask you at one time, once you find the song, Neil Layton, the artist, Singerman is the song, I'm going to ask you to actually play the song, and if you have Amazon, if you have Deezer, it's not on Spotify, the lyrics are there. So I want you to listen to the lyrics because while the song was kind of written about me and this year and my career and blah, 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 the end of the song is really about you all, and it's about what we're actually doing here now, and it gives you an example of exactly what it is we're talking about on a business level. So if everybody's found the song, Neil Layton, L-E-Y-T-O-N, Singerman, I'm going to ask you to do what this conference is called. I'm going to ask you to rise, please. Rise, stand up. You know, we've been sitting down for a long time. Stand up. I did my first yoga class last night in India, which was, it was pretty cool. But just stand up. I'm not going to ask you to do yoga, but I am going to ask you to, at the same time, actually play the song. So Neil Layton, L-E-Y-T-O-N, Singerman. Search for Singerman. And again, it sounds like it's about me, but it's not. It's about you all, right? So on the count of 3, if everybody's pretty much found the song, okay? 3, 2, 1. If you can play it at least for 30 seconds, so that 1,000 people can listen and play it for a minute, and I'll keep talking, but you play it and listen to it, or if you can, lucky enough to see the lyrics, you can see the lyrics. But let's go. Let's do it. 1, 3, 2, 1, play. Singerman by Neil Layton, L-E-Y-T-O-N.
That's one of the effective strategies to earn more publishing and master royalties.
Absolutely. It's my friend. He wrote it about me, but he wrote it about me because it's about you. It's about everybody in this room. It's about startups. It's about music. It's why we are here right now. It's why everyone is here right now. So play it, listen to it, and if you see the lyrics, See the lyrics. You can sing along to it if there's any singers in here. My name is Singerman, but I can't sing, so unfortunately, I'm not doing it.
But at this point, maybe everyone take a seat, and Robert, take a seat. I have a few questions.
But keep listening to the end of the song. You got to listen to the end of the song,
And
please.
also listen to what he's got to say.
What I have to say is less important because the end of the song is really, like I said, it's about you. It's about you all, and it's about if you listen to and actually do the things that we're asking you to do, we're solving the problems. For your careers, we're helping the startups, we're helping the businesses of India and of the world have their songs, have Lucky Ali's songs be understood by other people, or the people who spoke on the stage today, who have things to say to me if I understood those languages, right? So it's really important. So that if you
So that brings me to my first
go through the
question.
end of the song, please.
Yeah. I mean, you made the entire room stand up, play this song, and read out the lyrics or sing out the lyrics. Why is it so important to have lyrics in the first place, have them displayed on an app across the world?
So, as you all probably know, or maybe not, lyrics are 50% of the value of a song, right? 50%. Lyrics, music. Lyrics, music. Lyrics hit a different part of your brain than music does, right? It flashes your brain in different places. Lyrics are where memory is as well. Words are where memory is. So lyrics create memories. And why are lyrics important? We all wouldn't be in this room if we didn't think lyrics were important. Lyrics change our lives. Lyrics change the world. And the message in lyrics from different countries and different languages is super important in an era of increased polarization. Music can bring us together. Music can solve problems. Back of my shirt says, we all want to change the world from the Beatles in 6 or 7 different languages. But Rafael said it's not in Hindi, so I decided to wear the Rise Delaware instead of showing you the lyric translations on the
Next
Beatles
time
song.
he can get it printed in Hindi, and then I'll let him show it to you.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So we want to change the world, or we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing startups. We wouldn't be in the music business. We wouldn't be doing creative work. We wouldn't be solving problems. We wouldn't be working in tech.
So really quickly, I think for all of you to understand at just a base level, when you play a song on any of your favorite music streaming apps, what's happening is that creates royalties towards the master, what we legally call the sound recording. That goes back to your distributors. You've heard about different distributors today, and you'll hear about some tomorrow. And that if you're an independent artist, that will probably come back to you. Or if you're signed to a label or you sold your song to a label, that will go back to your label. The second kind of stream of revenue that gets created every time you press play is publishing royalties, right? And people use the word publishing, but what does that actually mean? That's the music, the musical composition that's underlying or that has been performed by someone and then recorded, and then the important part, the lyrics, right? So within that, Robert, what is, I mean, you've told us what the value is of lyrics, but I also believe it has the potential to kind of change what you even earn on the master side.
Yeah, so on the publishing side, it doubles the income, the publishing income, every time your lyric is displayed, times 2. It doubles, really more than that, because people listen longer and they listen more times. Longer, more times equals more money. Longer over the 30-second spot, that's why I asked you all to listen for more than 30 seconds, I hope you did. And more times, you repeat it because you know the song, you want to hear it again, you want to read it again. Twice. On the master side, it increases at least 10%. 10% of all your income, if you're making money, is a pretty significant amount of money. But for me, the money is important for careers, for business, for India, for the global market. But what's more important is you're changing lives through your lyrics. That's what Lucky Ali was saying. That's what the other gentlemen, the artists, they write because they want to communicate to the people. And if you can communicate beyond your own language with lyric translations, subtitles, why is Bollywood successful? If they only did one language, it wouldn't work. It would only work for that community. movies, and that's why India is the best market in the world. It's the biggest. We heard that before, the statistics, 1 billion people, 5 million diaspora. But even in India, people speak different languages. They grow up learning different languages. And if you understand the songs of a different language, you understand your neighbor better if your neighbor speaks a different language. So it's important on a monetary sense, it's important on a cultural sense, it's important on a historical sense to understand the people who wrote these songs. Indigenous songs could be 40,000 years old, literally. There's communities that are 40,000 years old. If you understand this, the lyrics, the message of the music, you're a richer human being for it, financially, but also in every other way.
So I think that's an important point that you brought up there. And we've seen this with K-pop. Now certain apps have translations for K-pop songs and translated into English, into French, into Spanish. What's really changing though is the number of audiences, or I think we had a panel earlier today on communities and how to grow your community. Do translations really have that potential?
Yeah, so think about YouTube closed captioning. What has YouTube closed captioning done for the world? Those were bad lyric translations. It was AI before AI was that good. I can have lots of funny examples for you about the translations. But what did closed captioning do? It made Latin music times 5 in the US, times 2 or 3 globally, all music sung in Spanish. There's reasons for that, economic reasons, demographic reasons, financial reasons. It made K-pop blow up. BTS had top 10 hits in different languages. Because in Asia, they always understood the value of language. Asia was the country in Japan and Korea where they translated everybody's music and put it on the back of an album or CD. International music was about 70% of the Asian market until there was no packaging, no CDs, everything went MP3. Then local music became much higher. Now local music is 70%. So you see, if you understand the context of a song and you understand the words of a song, you're going to remember it. It's going to potentially change your life, even if it's in a different language. You're going to know that language and those people better. It's very important to, if you want to sing in your language and to your language people only, go ahead, no problem. If indigenous people don't want their culture exported, great, respect that, no problem. But if you want your message, which most artists do, to go around the world, then all you need is subtitles, like movies understand. There would be no Parasite, there would be no Squid Games without translations, without dubbing or subtitles.
So what you're saying is, I think in the music industry, at least my summation is, on the film side, we're getting it right in India, but on the music side, we're lacking or lagging behind just because we don't have these subtitles for music, right? And I guess...
But India should understand the value of it from the movie industry, because the music had subtitles because it was movie music, right? So you could understand the songs, in different languages, the lyrics of the songs.
And I had this personal experience. It's going to sound maybe a bit insensitive and racist, but there are a lot of songs coming, Afrobeat songs, right? I thought maybe they were in a local language, but it's accented. It's a lot of syntax.
I worked with the greatest Afrobeat, the guy who originated it, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, means free man, Fela. And he sang in English, but I still couldn't understand it because of the heavy accent. It's hard for me to understand sometimes the Indian accent when you're speaking English, or the different Indian accents.
Yeah. But with lyrics, you don't have accents, right?
If it's written, you understand it. People remember the written word also. And then if you hear it, even if you hear it in a different language, somebody was saying earlier this morning, they're singing in Korean. Well, they're singing in the sounds of Korean. But if they understand the language, then they're also, they're getting the message. They're actually being able to access the message of these songs, the communication that people talked about earlier also. The way to create community as well, by understanding what the songs are about.
Yeah, I think for me it was Calm Down by Rema and Selena Gomez. That's one of the first songs that I actually used Amazon X-ray lyrics on, and and saw those lyrics in
I
English.
mean,
But
Bieber would not have sung with Fonsi on Despacito had there not been lyric translations on YouTube, closed captioning at that time. How can you do an artistic collaboration, a writing, if you don't understand what the lyrics are in the different language?
Yeah.
Burna Boys was on the Grammys, right? I mean, it's Afrobeats is now English and different languages, mostly.
And I think I don't know if anyone spoke about it today, but the collaborations that we do across countries, or we encourage artists, okay, try and collaborate to grow audiences at a certain level. Those don't make much sense if the respective audiences don't understand what the other artist is saying, right? So it's again giving subtitles. But here's my bone to pick. If I had to say, okay, we need to subtitle English songs in Indian languages, especially if you're doing it in Hindi, would you do it in the Devanagari script, or would you do it in English and just type it out phonetically? But
we do it both ways, and the
Yeah.
more important thing is how to translate and do language conversions for Indian music for export. Okay, import, no problem. Anglophone music is all over everywhere in the world. It's not a problem. But it's the other way around. That's the opportunity. It's the real opportunity for cultural and trade from India. But a couple of things, we only have a few minutes left. We have only short session this time. Important to say, we have an agreement with IPRS, so that means all the songwriters are getting paid. It took me 10 years or whatever to get that agreement, but it's done. So IPRS, we have a deal with IPRS, means all the songwriters are getting paid. Extra for the lyric exhibition. Extra, double the publisher share. Extra money from...
But they only get paid if you have the lyrics, right?
Well, yeah, we have about 10 million lyrics, so you need to get us the lyrics. Right now, because of us, we were the first company to create lyrics, legal lyrics online. Everything was illegal before that, unpaid, non-monetized. It still promoted the song, so it was still valuable. However, getting paid is better than just promoting the song. So with distributors, Madverse is here, we're working with them. But DistroKid we work with, The Orchard we work with, 1RPM we work with, Believe we work with as well. So get your lyrics to the distributors. We also have tools called Lyric Assist, which will use AI to transcribe, and then you verify it. The songwriter, the artist verifies it. It gets synced, which means when the music's playing, the lyrics come at the same time, and then it gets delivered to us automatically. So the publisher, the label, doesn't have to actually deliver it to us. It's delivered to us, and then we deliver it to 100 plus platforms. Cars, Google Search, we're doing 1 billion lyric exhibitions a month on Google Search, Amazon Music, hopefully Spotify soon, and the platforms. There's only 2 companies that do it. You probably know the other one, Music Match, and us. So get it to both of us, Get it to everywhere. Get your lyrics out there. Get your translations out there. Have a friend do it. Doesn't have to rhyme because you're not necessarily singing it, but if you know what it means, you will remember the song. I mean, there's great songs in languages that I don't know, artists that I've worked with, but if I know the song, it could be my favorite song. It could change my life.
And one
That's
of
what we're
the
here
interesting things that you told me also, I know that we were discussing it, there are a lot of distributors or labels who actually ask that you, while you're distributing the audio for a song, you should accompany it with a video or a visual asset. Now, we're not here talking about those strategies, but a lot of people either upload animated videos or lyrical videos as well.
So Lyric Find makes lyric videos, makes lyric translation videos, and at scale, so if you have 10,000 songs, we can do them all very quickly, very inexpensively, lyric videos.
When you say you make it, you mean an artist in the audience can actually go up to your website and create one?
Can go to their distributor's website or can talk to us and we can make it work. Lyric videos, everybody knows the value of lyric videos, and then lyric translation videos. So you can have the original language and the translation or just the translation. And Lyric Find just recently acquired Rotor, which was the biggest company making inexpensive music videos, ROTOR. So that's going to be ingested and combined with the different distributor platforms. And we only have 32 seconds left, and I want to take a couple of questions. So one more thing another situation that we're solving, and if anybody's not signed up to IPRS as a songwriter, please sign up to IPRS. The head of communications is here, and Varun is here also, who's based in Delhi. Rumpa and Varun, there they are, see them? So they're standing up, so come to them, talk to them. But besides IPRS...
And I think another round of applause for that announcement. I think we took it a bit lightly, but please, getting lyrics to IPRS and getting writers paid is very important.
Signing up with them first. And then the other thing I want to just mention and leave you with a tease, and then we can ask a couple of questions, is check out the new top-level domain .music. Not Lyric Find, I'm a partner in .music also, but that's going to change things for the music community too. We won for the music community. We beat Google, we beat Amazon, we beat the music industry, and we made them all back-end partners. But it's .music, so all of your names, .music. Yeah. Cyber secure, no cyber squatting. You are verified, so they know exactly who you are, and you disintermediate all the tech companies, which means you own your fans. Your fans are your fans. You have direct relationship with your fans. So check it out. It's coming very soon, and you'll be able to get it through your distributors or hopefully through IPRS and other organizations around the world. So now, if we have time for a couple of questions, 2 questions, quick. Sorry, but 2 questions. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hey.
Hello, so nice to see you over here and talking so much information about music and copyright. So I'm also a fellow lawyer. I've also done my master's like you. You did it from Berkeley, I did it from King's College, London.
Oh no, I hate those.
Yeah, that's fine. So I also represent artists and media companies for all these kind of stuff. So my question to you was about how the AI revolution is actually changing the lyrics space. So now we have smart AI technologies which can actually put in the lyrics for not just conversations but also music. So when you advise your clients when they're distributing music, we don't really have good options where we can upload lyrics, for example, to the DistroKid distribution system. It's not really a friendly way for an artist.
Well, they're going to add our service. It's called Lyric Assist. I mean, they've sent us 1.5 million lyrics, though. So we're distributing 1.5 million DistroKid lyrics right now.
That's crazy. I think that's going to be real beneficial. And it's just a task making your artists understand how important these lyrics are. So how do you go by when you deal with such artists?
So I think from a technical point of view, Robert, you can probably answer that. But from a lyric or just practical and legal point of view, what I would say is, and sorry, I'm not standing like Robert. I'm a grounded person. But when you
rock and roll.
when you deliver your lyric or you use any kind of AI tool, there's 2. So you need to make sure you're using something that's closed and private. So I guess with Lyric Find, that's why it's taken a lot of time to roll out, because a lot of generative tools, they learn based on what you're putting in. So if you end up putting your top 10 songs in the lyrics, they can also analyze them and they can make your 15th and 20th hit on their own. So a lot of people don't want to do that. But of course, when it does get up on Spotify, it's public anyway. That's a legal concern. But more importantly,
make sure they're copywritten.
Yeah.
Registered.
And just in terms of where we are at with AI currently, great for English language. But when we get into the dialects, it's not great for hip hop.
But Lyric Assist works in 83 languages. The most important thing, though, is even with AI, you still need human verification.
Yeah.
Somebody who speaks the language has to look at it. And the corollary to your question, what's next, is AI and translations. Once you have the good lyric, YouTube changed the world with closed captioning. Spanish ×5 in the US, ×2 worldwide, Spanish sung music. Bad AI. AI's gotten much better since the release of Despacito. Indian AI translations are actually not terrible. I mean, but 80% of a song is better than 0%. Understanding 80% of Lucky Ali's song, I would love that, It's better than 0%, which is what we have now without subtitles. That's what we're changing here. And that's going to change the game for India, for the trade of India. You know, could double or triple with somebody singing in a very small dialect, having a hit worldwide, not on a movie, but through the song, through the power of the song.
Perfect. Thank you. I had just a slight follow-up. I think it will be really interesting with what's happening in AI now, is that AI is also capable of writing songs now. So that begs the question as to how, as IPRS societies, we actually compensate for that.
Yeah, that's a whole legal thing, which obviously we can't really talk about now. But I was in India at a producer's, and he says, I'm not a very good lyric writer. I use AI to write my lyrics. Well, you know, that's a whole other question. So if there's another question that's more about this, I'll take one last question because I don't want to get the hook here.
Hi.
Tossed off the stage.
My name is Ishita. Hello. I am a lawyer as well, and I also manage talent, and I do a bunch of other stuff, as Raf would know. But a very interesting chat. I didn't realize this much about Lyric Find until I actually heard you guys, so it was amazing. But quick question about IPRS as well. You mentioned on your title that how lyrics and translation will change your career and India's global market. Can you tell me what difference as Lyric Finders company you felt between India's copyright societies and international copyright societies, ASCAP, PRS, IPRS, BPL?
Well, as a lawyer, you understand that ASCAP and BMI are performing royalty societies, so they don't have the same rights that IPRS has. IPRS has the mechanical reproduction rights also. So we deal with CMOs, collective management organizations, all around the world. And actually, IPRS was pretty good to deal with, I have to say. It's my fault. I have to deal with all the CMOs around the world, and travel and and get deals done. But once we actually had an attorney here, and we've been working with a gentleman who does publishing, you probably know him, Atul Churamani, who's been working with us for a long time as well, who is very involved with IPRS, and we were able to sort out an agreement with IPRS, which makes me really happy because it's the biggest country, the most populous country with young people in the world. So the best songs are going to come from India, and if we can understand them around the world, in Japan, in America, in Brazil, wherever, it's going to really change the market. So if you're an artist, if you're a business, if you're a consumer, if you're a label, if you're a publisher, please come talk to us afterwards. It says, please come talk to me. I have lots of cards. I'll be here tomorrow. We really want to assist you guys in getting your music understood and heard around the world, not having to sing in English. If you want to sing in English, go ahead, but you probably write better in your native language. I couldn't write in French, So anyway, thanks for the Singerman thing. What it said on the bottom, at the end, if you didn't get to it, was never give up. So talked to a lot of young people here, a lot of startups, a lot of brands. Don't give up. I've been working on this for 20 years, and the song was written about me because I was diagnosed with cancer this year, right? I'm okay, I'm cool, whatever, but never give up. I'm here, 4 hours sleep, 3 days, doesn't matter. We're passionate about what it is that you guys do, and just don't, just keep at it. People say no, say yes, just keep rocking, keep your business going. Do your career, get your music out there, succeed, and you'll be up here next year. So anyway, thanks very much. It's been a pleasure. Delhi's been great. First time I really spent any time here. It's been great to meet people. Rise Delhi, perfect. Thanks, Rafael.
I think Rumpa has one question.
Yeah. So Robert, just to add to what you said, that lyrics are life-changing. So one, because I come from Bengal, and the life-changing work that Lyric Find is doing, because Rabindra Sangeet, and because there was no Lyric Find decades earlier, so many audience, many music lovers, didn't get the opportunity to hear to Rabindra Sangeet. And those are life-changing lyrics by Rabindranath Tagore.
We can do it in concert too. You can do it in concert. It's very easy. I've done it myself in concert. And you're singing in a language people don't understand. Put the lyrics in their language on the stage. It's so simple. It's easy. It's easy to change the world. It's easy to change the world. We just have to never give up, never surrender. Thanks, guys.
The next time Diljit performs at Coachella, there should be subtitles at the side, so there's more people going to his stage and understanding his music while everyone's not trying to watch Blackpink or something. Thank you, Robert. Thanks
Rafael.
everyone.
Thanks, Rise Delhi.